Such difficulty must be viewed as an opportunity for growth. Everything has to be processed and offered to the light. All our attachments have to be traversed and transformed. We learn a simple truth: do not expect anything from anyone. If you do, you are sure to wind up hurt. Dependence and attachment will only fester loneliness. The cause of loneliness is the tendency to drift to the surface away from one's true home. We can only truly rely on what lies deep inside. The surface consciousness does not have the capacity to process these alone states. They only make the ego shrink. Outer and inner loneliness. There is an outer loneliness and an inner loneliness. With the outer condition, one has to constantly erect scaffolding to keep one's life from falling apart. It is all the ego can manage. This is a domain of makeshift responses and piecemeal solutions. It is a condition of the common man. It requires a radical intervention or catastrophe to truly heal this affliction, because it is only a reversal of awareness that will completely work. Inner loneliness is much direr. It might be precipitated by intense grieving, bereavement or loss. The being craves to recapture some affection and love. The past is often idealized and there is an aching chasm inside the heart. Very often though, we feel an intense ache and we don't know why. There is really only one remedy: the inner loneliness can only be cured by the inner experience of union with the divine. No human association can fill the void. 3. The intense emptiness of this state can lead to a hidden yearning for divine unification. There are moments when one feels a kind of emptiness within. One is dejected and lonely. It is because one wants to be loved. Or better, it is because one is awaking to the need of knowing one's soul and uniting with the divine. 4. Loneliness is always a factor of misplaced identification. It is only when the identity shifts to the divine that the illusion recedes. Only by aligning and refining it, will the sense of well-being be restored. We need to climb the rungs of the ladder to shift from our very human love to love solely for the sake of loving. Drop the need to be loved and become the personification of love itself. Work on making your love more disinterested. You feel lonely because you feel the need to be loved. Learn to love without demand, to love just for the joy of loving, the most wonderful joy in the world, and you will never again feel lonely. 5. Most of all, realize that you are not abandoned. Never forget that you are not alone. The divine is with you, helping and guiding you. He is the companion who never fails, the friend whose love comforts and strengthens. The more you feel lonely, the more you are ready to perceive his luminous presence. Have faith and he will do everything for you. 6. Sincere aspiration is required to rectify the imbalance. Only in this state can one build a practice and fill this aching void. Practice becomes the extension of our aspiration. Try working with the breath. Become truly conscious of the breath. See where it comes from and observe its quality. Experience the breath rising and falling. Feel the gaps and dive into them. The presence is also there. Don't try to change it, just breathe. Be present with it. Allow the breath to ground you and keep you in the now. If your attention lapses, patiently go back and start again. With every in-breath we can connect. With every out-breath too, we follow the same procedure. The practice accumulates over a period of time and develops its own unique and singular rhythm. With continuity, the name will start to automatically repeat itself. Embrace and allow it to become an intrinsic part of your consciousness. Sincere practice will ensure a continuous flow of aspiration. But you have to see it to the very end. Whatever practice we adopt, never lose this aspiration. Embrace your loneliness, open to her love and watch it gradually transform into rapture.